Welcome back, everybody, to the daily show while we're breaking down the big and mega cap stocks. So, before we get started, please hit that like button, and that is greatly appreciated. And if you're new here, definitely consider subscribing. Now, if you want to go above and beyond, support the channel and get all types of daily trade ideas, swing trade ideas, live trading, definitely head over to Patreon, and that link will be down below in the description. And we're going to start off with what's happening in the market. So, let's get started. All right, so welcome back once again, guys. Now, market rallied big time today, and if you short it, you did not have a good time. And we'll get to that too, also, because I made videos where you know that that rally was coming, the big rally, and possibly putting in a short term bottom, or who knows, maybe the bottom, right? This is Saturday. I looked at YouTube, looking at X, and everyone was just a big bear. Nobody thought that market can rally. Everyone is leaning bearish. Fear is loud. Confidence is gone. This is exactly when market can do the opposite, unexpected. Same crowd calling for a collapse today will be chasing price tomorrow. And this is not it. Market can still go up, and we will be hitting all-time highs this year. Bears will get crushed again. This is today at 1:06 p.m. Just reminded people that what I said here. Remember this, everyone? And this is exactly what happened. Now, people will say, well, market is up now, and now you're talking big. No, this came out also Friday. Huge rally on big and mega cap, right? Did we get a massive rally, a face ripper? Absolutely, we did. This came out yesterday from my channel, short squeeze. This is actually the chart of DIA, Dow Jones. I was expecting a little bit more downside, but then a big face ripper. Did we get that today? Absolutely, we did. Now, this year, we're just going into April. And look at these, gains. Some people that actually are within the Patreon, and these are serious people. They're trading, they're making money, meta calls we had. Look at the count here, guys. Brutal rally. People who didn't listen, my loss or yours? Is that my loss? Absolutely not. So, not, just because you have money and you've been trading for 3, 4 years, it's not that simple as you think. So, people that are serious, you're more than welcome to join the Patreon. But if you're not serious, just ignore this part of the video because I don't look to bring people that are not serious. I don't care about your $100, the Patreon free. That does not really attract me to give you anything. So, if you're serious, you want these kinds of guidance, these kinds of trades that I take, and year to date, uh, I did not share here 1 year performance. It's up about 1400%, but let's forget about it. I think 201% is enough money for just 3 months of trading. I still have about, how many months left? 9 months left. So it can go up more, right? And this is what I've been doing. When the market is up, you don't go long. When the market is down over 10%, you go and buy to the long side. And a lot of the positions still left. So this is nothing, if the market goes up a little bit more, it can easily reach 300% or even more. And you can see these people also. AMU, I called out this morning. Snow was another one. Gave back some of those gains. I got back into Snow, Nvidia. We had shares, calls. I mean, you name it, just everything exploded. Now you can see that optimism grows for an end to Iran war. That news came out of Iran early morning. Market was up, and the JPM collar, the one from last quarter, expired. So the new one, you're seeing a massive rally. VIX down almost 18%, and still more to go because it's still at 25. Now we're back just a tiny hair. 14 still in extreme fear. So when you see this, can the market rally even higher? Squeeze some more bears that probably got in late today? Absolutely, we can. What market did today? Dow is up 1125 points. almost 80% advancing, guys. Huge rally. Nasdaq up nearly 4%. This is not normal. This is massive. S&P up almost 3%. Russell up 3.5% almost. And guess who came down? Well, energy. And this one, Chevron, we've been shorting. So this was fantastic. All the sectors except energy in the green. Tech led the way, over 4%. Stock market map, well, green across the board, and especially the big names. Meta, I mean, look at this monster, up 6.5%. Google 5%. Amazon nearly 4%. Tesla 4.5% almost. Apple 3, Microsoft over 3, and we've been talking about it in my channel. Microsoft still holding the entire position. I'm not selling anytime soon, even though this is actually a swing trade. I think we're just getting started here. We can pull back a little bit, but I think it's going to come back up. Nvidia, this was trade of the week, up over 5%. JPM, Wells Fargo, you name it, and everything is actually in the green. So if you made the right trade and you did not get into those people that are posting Black Monday and crap videos out there, you made a ton of money, because we definitely did. And I think now we need to get back into the charts. So let's get started with Microsoft. All right, guys. So it's a big day and it's a long day with a lot of trading today. I'm going to keep things short and simple. And if you want to go back into the details, just made a video. I did show you guys early on that video, the huge rally one. I actually went into details where Microsoft holding over that monthly 50 SMA. And now we reclaimed that monthly 50 SMA. And it just getting started here. So if you think this is it, the rally is over, I think, definitely there is room for maybe a small pullback, but the rally just getting started. Even if we come back up to, let's say, 381, we still have about 10 $12 to the upside before going down a little bit more, and then find ourselves some sort of a higher low into a new high here on Microsoft on this daily time frame. So up over 3%. I even said it in my video that Microsoft, as a stock that can easily go up 3-4% in a day, and this is the day I've been waiting for. And I still think the shorts and how oversold this thing is on all the time frames, we can easily go to 390, 400, possibly even higher. Don't forget 478 gap. Don't tell me we're not going to come up here ever again, and don't tell me that AI is just going to take over and Microsoft is going to dump down to zero. That's not going to happen at all. So we did reclaim this critical zone also, 366, 367. So if we get a pullback, watch out down to even 364.58. To the upside, if 370 can hold come tomorrow, we can stay over 370 end of the week into Thursday. Friday market will be closed for Good Friday. You'll see the rally all the way up to 381 here on Microsoft, and then we can talk about for more upside. On Apple stock, it's up almost 3%. So the rally continued. We filled the gap, and now you can see it's over 250 over the 5 day, and looks like we're actually over almost not over, but just closing on that 20 day. So if we can get over 255 easily, we will see Apple coming up to 259. If we get under 250, then this is just a dead cat bounce. But also keep that in mind. This could be a double bottom here. And if this move is going to hold and this low is going to hold, we could see massive, massive rally here on Apple, especially going into the summer months. On Meta, it's up 6.67%, and talking about a monster, guys. Meta, my calls, they were down over 50%. I think 51% on my position. And can you believe that that position came back up green today? Yesterday was down about 25%, and today these calls went to the moon, because how big of a move we got? $36. And still, I don't think this is done. I think we can definitely come back up and retest these gaps, possibly this trend line. That's totally possible, and that's like what, going into 600s, right? So Meta, big, big rally. And now we have a gap down here. So if this thing comes back somehow, into, let's say, 555, maybe even 558, 555, Worst case scenario, maybe even fill the gap down here at 539. These are going to be buy zone to watch on Meta. To the upside, if the rally continues, we got nothing until we come up here to 593 to close the gap. Maybe at that point, we'll find some resistance around 593 to 600. On Tesla stock is up 4.64%. So this was another one that wasn't even my call. It was one of the, I would say a friend, a Patreon member who called out last week on Friday, pretty much near the lows, 370 calls. And boy, oh boy, this one also paid. When the pullbacks come, guys, if you're panicking, you're not going to make money. And this is really good example where a lot of people went short, a lot of people were just scared, did not get anything, and you missed out on that big rally. You're just watching too many YouTube videos. People are scaring people out there saying that, oh, the crash is here, the Black Monday. And now the war might be ending. And Trump was already signaling that whether they open Strait of Hormuz or not, he just gonna. We know Trump. What happened with tariff? What happened with Greenland? All taco, 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 right? And now, boom, gone. 3 months later, nobody's gonna probably, I hope, talk about that war. And if that happens, guess what? What could be the catalyst that's going to bring the market down, right? That was the only thing. The oil is still up. So I'm not saying we're going back to all-time highs this week or next month, but this year we will be going back. Now, does that mean we cannot just have a dead cat bounce? Absolutely. I'm not saying we're extremely bullish. That's not the message. Message was that market came down nearly 10%, some cases more than 10%. It's a dip I'm getting, and I'm waiting for that face ripper rally. And still a lot of the positions left for more upside. We'll be adding if there is another some sort of a look at what happened with especially last year April. There was a double dip that we got. We got a bunch of newses back and forth. Then finally we broke out to the upside. So I think still if you're not short and you're trying to get in, there is still time. Wait for that, some sort of a consolidation, pull back a little bit, and then you can get into the names, especially big names. So Tesla here, you can see we did fill some of these gaps, and now it's holding that. We actually went under 361, and today back up over 369, 5-day moving average. So I would expect Tesla to come up maybe 376 into the gap 385 before to see what Tesla will do, whether we break out to the upside or to the downside here on Tesla. On Amazon, stock is up 3.64%. So Amazon also gap up and go, and you can see we did close over 207, but I'm not really seeing a lot of bullishness here on Amazon unless we come back up and hold 215. But Amazon here also, you can see nice bounces, maybe double bottom here, bottom number one, bottom number two. If that holds, I would say 196, anything over 196, remain not bullish, but I would say cautiously bullish to the upside. There is definitely a room to the upside as long as these lows holds up. 207 holds. The next stop, we got rejection 210, 215, and then we will talk about more upside in another video. On Nvidia stock, it's at 5.59%. So I'm not showing you guys all the trades. There's many trades. I think I was in uh, about 45 positions just recently opened up. And this one opened up actually Friday. I actually went really big on that sell-off yesterday because we had a double gap down. One was at 171, and we still have one right here, which we could be closing early as tomorrow. I bought shares, I bought calls, and guess what? Nothing is red. All green took profit today and still waiting with runners or more than runners. I got more than half a position left. We'll see if that moves up even more. So 170 critical level we held, looked below and fell. We'll see if that actually holds up these lows down here. Then tomorrow's target would be 177, 178. If that breaks, we could be going into 184. And with a good holiday, Good Friday, I don't see the market going down with some good news. As long as we don't get any kind of bad news out of Trump or Iran. Why the market went up today? Because Trump was saying that we got some negotiation going on, but then they keep denying, and the market goes up on where Trump tweets that some negotiation going on. then the market finds that Trump is lying, so it comes back. What happened today? We got actual news from Iran, and I think I said it in my video that market is waiting to hear from Iran that we're gonna get some sort of a deal, we're gonna end this war, and finally, Strait of Hormuz will be open, because that is where the market actually holding up. That is where the fear is. It's not because who's going and who's winning, how many bombs you're dropping. It's not about that. It's all about the oil trade. And I think today we got at least, I would say 50% confidence that it's going to end. Once we end this and we get some sort of a, complete, peace deal, I think the market will rally massively, and this is just getting started. So we'll see. It all depends on the news. So don't take my word for it immediately, because still it's in the air. We need more confirmation. Uh, as confirmation, I mean more news out of Iran and Trump to see if they can put a deal together where this bloodshed actually stops. On Google, it's like it's up 5%. So this is another trade that I took, and this thing here exploded. I mean, look at this, up $14 on the day almost. So Google here, we still have a gap here, 287. Yes, head and shoulder pattern. We're retesting the neckline here. So if this thing goes back into like 300, then forget about this head and shoulder. We might be going back up, and this correction is over. So when everybody's looking at a head and shoulder and just everything looks bearish and a lot of fear out there, it always goes the opposite way. And today was the pain trade, people that actually keep shorting the market into the hole and thinking that we're just going to crash. Market already came down 10%. Why are you shorting? I mean, people that are shorting, you definitely need to go and watch that video I made, that stock market update from yesterday. Went into details why we cannot short. Even if the market goes down a little bit, we cannot afford to short. And this is why, because when things are oversold, people are talking about crash, and only people can see what's going to happen to the downside. They're not even expecting any upside, any rally. It just everything is ending. What happened with 2025 tariff debacle, right? Same thing. Trump is gonna destroy everything, and guess what? Boom, all-time highs came. Everything went back up, right? Massive, massive rally. So Google here, guys, as long as we're over, I would say the 5-day and 276 to 281, bullish gap close at 287, we get over 292. Watch out for the gap on top at 298. On AMD, it's up nearly 4%. So AMD, not big as I was expecting, but it's still there. So AMD holding or trying to hold here at 202.69. If this thing holds here, we still have a massive gap. AMD can rally. So watch out. Now, the next stop here on AMD would be 213 right here. And over that, we could see AMD retesting 220 into 226 and even higher. If we come back down and 202 is out of the picture, the support, we could be going into low 200, 189 to 190, bottom of this range. And below that, we still have this gap down here. So Netflix also going up and participating in that rally, up 3.39%. Nice bull flag breakout over 94, now going into almost 100. So we'll see if this thing can reach 100 within the next couple of sessions. Key level to hold 94. That gives up 91.7 on Netflix. On Broadcom, it's up 5.54%, so massive rally off of the lows, but this one is not looking as good as some of the other ones. Definitely, weakness is still there. We broke down here, and now we're coming back into this trend line. So I would say, that 310 to 311 breaks, we can stay over that. You're going to see a counter trend rally into 324 into 330s on Broadcom. If this thing gets a rejection, we could be pulling back once again, retesting bottom of these candles right here, 295, maybe even into 290. And that's all I have for you guys. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated.